Hi everyone, welcome to the vlog. New edition. Sorry the lighting's really rough. I'm in a parking structure right now at Phoenix Children's Hospital. Everything's okay. We are here to see a specialist for Carter's flat spots. He had measurements done about a month ago, and they think that his flat spot isn't going to really resolve itself on its own. So it's called Plagiocephaly. So we are here to do the final measurements for his, it's a dock band or helmet or not headgear. I don't like that. I don't know. Dock band is what it's called. It's like a little helmet that he'll wear, hopefully for about 2 months, to help resolve all of that. But I wanted to document this because, you know, as a first-time mom, you always feel like you're doing things wrong. But these flat spots are things that develop from healthy habits, actually. He, you know, sleeping on his back is best practice. I mean, that's what we do. It reduces the risk of SIDS and things like that, but it also requires him to lay right on the back of his head where he has soft spots, so they've become flat spots. He also had what is called Torticollis. It's basically a stiff neck. So when he was born, he just had trouble moving his neck. You know, we did exercises with him, so that's all better, but that caused him to lay on one side a little bit more. So his flat spot's kind of in a little bit of a weird place. So we are looking to try and get that taken care of, just to, you know, give him a better shaped head. Again, I'll talk a little bit later in the video of like what the actual like why we're doing this. Yes, cosmetically he'll have a rounder head, but it can impact other things in his life. So we want to make sure we take care of that as quickly as we can, so then he doesn't have to wear it as long. So today is final measurements, so they'll do some more pictures. So hopefully I'll be able to get some video of that. We're here a little early for our appointment, and apparently it's shift change for all the doctors, so the garage keeps shaking. But Carter went back to sleep. You can't really see him, it's too dark. Carter went back to sleep in his car seat because I had to wake him up. That's how early our appointment is. Stick with us. Hi! You ready for your appointment? Getting your morning sun? Yeah? Look how big you are. Yeah? Are you excited to take these pictures? Yeah? You're being silly. You're being silly. home. We made it home rather quickly, actually, which is surprising. It's about a 20-25 minute drive, and we didn't hit any morning traffic, which was very nice. But our appointment was only about 20 minutes in total. You saw that they did the pictures of his head. This is actually the second set of pictures that they've done. And what they're used for is they make like a 3D model of his head, because you can see there was cameras all the way around him. So it'll make a 3D model of his head, and these ones had to be perfect. So that's why I wasn't allowed to hold him. I held him for the first set, but they wanted to make sure he wasn't moving or swaying or anything like that, because they have to be perfect, because that's what's gonna be used to make his actual dock band. So I mentioned earlier that I was going to explain a little bit about why we're doing this and what the reason behind it is. All right, so Carter wanted to finish the video with me. You see yourself? So maybe you can kind of tell a little bit when you look at his head. Okay, ready? Ready? Mom's gonna lay down. See, when you look at his head this way, you can kind of see his flat spot. Okay, so what can happen if this isn't treated? The sad part is a lot of insurance companies don't cover this. We're thankful that ours does. But what can happen is he can have increased pressure on his skull because the plates fuse incorrectly. That doesn't seem to be the case with where his is right now, because we started this process at about 4.5 months. So that's not the case with his right now, but that could be the case in some more severe kids. What else can happen is he's gonna have an odd shaped head. So things like helmets won't fit correctly. So he might not have the proper safety growing up. You know, kids fall a lot and ride bikes and all of that stuff, but a helmet might not protect his head in the same way because those are fitted to a standard size head, and his would not be the correct shape. It can also cause problems with your jaw and your bite because it actually causes more asymmetrical features in the face. And I can kind of point that out in his scans, because they sent me the scans from his first visit, and they show you a model of a normal baby, or, you know, somebody who doesn't have a moderate to severe case of plagiocephaly. And they show you his pictures, his scans. And so when you compare the two, you can kind of see there's drooping in the face and a little bit of droopiness in the one side of his face. And that could actually lead to some issues with his bite. And that's something that's really common in my family. My brothers actually had jaw surgery to correct that. So that's something that we're really aware of, and that we don't want him to go through that. I've had issues with my bite. I have to wear rubber bands with my braces and whatnot. So we're just trying to do anything that we can now to save him some headache later on. I just wanted to elaborate a little bit more. These are the photos that they turn into like the 3D model. So they sent this to us after our first visit. You can kind of see his flat spot on the bottom pictures, but this is what they use to create the model. So based on those photos, these models are created in the computer, and as you can see, his is very lopsided in one of those quadrants, that lower right quadrant of his head. Just really showcasing his spot. So they do this, and they do it from all different angles, from the top, the bottom, everything. And they do a ton of calculations like these, which I have no idea what they are. I was not good in geometry or whatever this kind of math is. And it puts him on a scale for the index of where he is on the cephalic, I think that's how you say it, index. And in his case, he has a moderate deformity, which is greater than a 6, I believe it is. And it's just all these different measurements, and that's how they make the qualifications for sending information off to insurance and seeing if it's actually necessary for a dock ban. So our first step was the scans, and so we go back in a week to get the actual band fitted. That's what they call it, a band. It really looks like a helmet kind of thing, but he will wear that for 23 hours a day. And what it does is it does not really put pressure to push his head back if it's a little odd shaped in one spot. It really holds the spots that have grown out and allows the other side to
meet it so it's more symmetrical and more rounder and all of that stuff. So it's very fascinating. And as a mom, it's nothing you're doing wrong. It's nothing we're doing wrong. We're doing everything right because babies need to sleep on their backs. Yes. Yes. And he is the little showstopper. He did great with the photos and stuff today. They have so many, they're so great with babies. I mean, they do it all day, that they have lights and rattles and, you know, bells that keep his attention. So, but I wanted to share that with you, and we'll be documenting our journey. Right now it looks like 2 months, and we'll go once a week for adjustments. Okay. All right. Say goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye. Bye-bye. 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 Okay, he's done with me.